not like
What's
it.
the difference between a boyfriend and a
A
husband?
boyfriend is a drama, is someone acting. A husband is a real person.
How can you tell? What are boyfriend behaviors? Abu, let me see. What are these two boyfriend behaviors?
Everything you hear out here, this is a person who fakes on dates because you don't live with this person. This is a person who will be what you want them to be because you're not with them 24 hours to know who they are. When they're with you, they're what you want them to be. Now get a husband who will get home and then they now relax because... And then they will apologize the first time when you tell them, this you did wrong, you are not doing this when you were dating. Sorry. Second time, third time, they'll tell you, I was born like this. What will you do? They were born like that.
So boyfriends are the ones who says, I was born like this.
No, boyfriends don't say that. Boyfriends actually, they tell you, I love you more than my mother. A husband will never tell you that. Yeah.
So any guy who's over here spilling lovey-dovey, those are two boyfriends, hapa?
They're just telling you things you want to hear.
Husbands keep it real.
Very real. And we can't handle real. That's why we say marriage is a scam.
Who's we? Who can't handle real?
Everyone can't handle real. You just go there and try to navigate the real. There's no person... a lot of people are living in toxic relationships because they're like, I'm scared of leaving. Lots of people are living that way.
But toxic relationships sometimes can be very exciting because toxic sex is very interesting.
That is different.
Yes.
There's a difference between sex and being in a relationship.
Okay, continue. But a toxic relationship. Now, when you say that people are in toxic relationship because they're scared of the realness, right? What is this realness that they're scared of? Is it that the realness of because there are people who can say, oh, I keep it real, I keep it 100, but are you just keeping it real or are you just being rude?
There is that, okay, it's not being rude.
No, because there is. Here's the thing. I can be honest with you. But now, there's a difference between being honest and telling the truth.
Yeah.
Do you recognize that?
Yeah, there
What is the difference to you? I want to understand.
To me, the being honest part is... I am me. Like, this is me. This is what I've learned during the time. This, even when you find me asleep, even when I'm unconscious or I'm not myself, even if you give me amnesia today, this is how I will react. This is who I will be. But now someone is telling you the truth. They are curating the truth. They can find ways of just making it happen.
And it's hard to be truthful with people that you love.
Very much so.
How do you overcome that?
Okay, first of all, the first thing is understanding and accepting the fact that you yourself have the right or the will to accept what you are being told or not to accept it. Yeah. So if someone tells you anything and you're not comfortable with it or you just want to just let it go. Sometimes, as a parent, I always say, I know sometimes my child is being mischievous, but I just let it go and ignore so that he can learn that I don't take it seriously. For him not to learn the art. You train, anything you correct, mostly it's training. So if you correct everything, you're training it.
But some things, if you correct everything, that means you become a whole different person, then you neglect yourself.
No. Sometimes you're correcting one behavior a million times. Sometimes you're correcting one behavior a million times. But then you find that this is a person who does not want to change that behavior. It comes from will. Most of the things come from will. And the problem with us human beings is we are trying to change people to what they are not. If someone wants to do something for you, you don't need to make them do it.
But there's a way you can actually manipulate them to do it, just like how you mentioned.
You just mentioned.
No. Like how you mentioned, you just mentioned that now you started mentioning about your birthday. So you went last year, December. You know you want a birthday, right?
Yes.
You know you want a present,
mentioning it.
Yes.
And I'll look at something and say, I love that. You see that one?
Yeah.
I like that for my birthday. Just mention. Not manipulating, by the way.
It's okay.
Yeah, I don't force you to do it. No, I'm just mentioning. But you have to.
That is a very interesting tactic because even when you mention it, you say you mention it and all that. But when you talk about even marriage is a scam, now even before let me go deeper on this. When you say it's a scam, what do you mean exactly that makes what makes marriage a scam itself? What makes marriage a scam?
I'll give you a short story. Before I got married, I think a week, I sat down with my husband and then I was like, this is what I would like us to be like. This is what I would love us to be. We had rules. Like, what do you want me to change? We talked about all that.
Like, this is what you should wear and stuff like that?
No, wearing, that's my life. It's my body. Please keep off. Yes.
You should not dress like a wife.
Oh, wow, you dress like a wife and the secretary is dressing like a girl and then there's a difference. Okay, let's not lie to each other there. So... let me be me.
Okay.
Take me as I am. Yeah. So we discussed, we talked about it, and then oh wow, now I'm getting into marriage knowing that this man, this is how my life is going to be. Last week I was telling my friend about that sit down, and then my husband was passing there, and then I asked him, do you remember we sat and talked about this? And then he asked me, was I drunk? Was I even present?
Did he agree?
He did. We were talking. It was just the two of us trying to plan a marriage.
Was it him talking, or are you just talking a lot?
Him talking. In fact, he was coming up with things that he didn't like, and I'm there listening, and I'm
was there anything that you had a difference about? Was there maybe something in that meeting?
No. We were perfect. Everything. I said, and he said, yes.
What were you guys discussing? Was it personal? Like, this is the kind of behavior I want?
No, I don't change the way you are. You see the way you take me seriously. You see the way you put me first. You see the way you, like, every sweet thing you do for me. You see how I call you and you pick. You see how I text you and don't delay in replying. All those things. Nowadays, things changed.